So in choosing a good fish blank for your customer, there's obviously just the obvious thing, does it look good? Does the anatomy look good? Do the fin and body junctions look good? Is everything there? A big one that is really an Achilles heel in the marketplace is the inner mouth detail. Is it there? Are the crusher teeth? Are the gill rakers? Are the gill, the openings that go to the gill, the tongue? Is all of that in there? And is it in the right place and anatomically correct? That's a big one. Now, people say, well, who's going to look in the mouth? Well, that's true. But we decided that's part of the anatomy of the fish. Let's do it right. The fins themselves should be relatively thin. There's some people that are just absolutely fanatics about getting that so super, super thin. That's okay, but then you start to enter into the world of breakage because, thin is only accomplished, to a certain level of where that thinness starts to compromise the strength of the fin. So these are very thin. They're translucent, not transparent, but translucent. Once you start to put your finish clear coats on, they become more and more translucent than they are. But you could see my fingers through there pretty easy. So that's an important factor. Now, not all fish have to have translucent fins. When you get into fish such as catfish, even your esox, your bigger pike, and your muskies still have a translucent fin, but not quite to the degree that a bass or a crappie, a sunfish, walleye is another big one. The translucent fins are really nice in adding the realism of the fin, the colors, and the translucency or transparency that they do have. Having a good skin, having the real good, sharp, clear definition of the scales, head junction correct, all the anatomy things on your anal and your soft dorsal, they meet the body like they should. There's not a big gap in there as you see sometimes in some reproductions. The anatomy is correct. It's where it should be. And so those are the kinds of things you look for in a good fish blank. This happens to be, as all of our blanks are, 360-degree fish, meaning you can buy this fish and you could mount it and this be the show side here. You can buy the fish and have this be the show side. There's that option of going right to left with the head because both sides have the same level of detail. There's not the bad side. It used to be for years. When you bought a blank, you had the show side. It was obvious. That's the side that looks good. The back side had a big cut in it, stitching, putty, and all sorts of things were done. We decided, let's make it so that there's an option for the client to go either way with it. But when it's done right, it makes the artisan's work so much easier, and that the time spent in prepping this blank to get painted is just not there. You don't have to spend hours and hours of time. This blank right here has the eyes already put in because I'm getting ready to paint it. But it is, when you receive your blank from us, you will receive it if you haven't assembled one. All this stuff is done except for the eyes, and you're ready to go. You put a set of eyes in, then you could start your prep if you're going to do some charcoal work or whatever you're going to do to antique the fish. If you're going to put some gray on it and steel wool, whatever it is, whatever painting techniques you have, it's ready to go. And so our pricing is such that it competes with the other fish companies in the market. But it also, the big thing is when you get it, you're not going to spend all that time that sometimes you experience in getting blanks that are less than ready. They might be sold that way, but when you get them, you spend, as much as a couple, 2-3 hours getting them ready to be painted.